Okay, guys. So, well, whilst we wait for Alex to come on, I'm actually going to pass you over to the guy who, in my mind, was responsible for most of us coming across to him in the first instance. And you just heard him speaking right now. That's Chairman 50, Brandon Boyd. Brandon has been immensely supportive from the very first day that we got started with this company, and he continues to be immensely supportive. So, whenever Brandon comes on, I make a ton of notes. And if Brandon tells me that he's got a guest speaker who I should make a ton of notes on, then make doubly certain that you have pen and paper to hand and make sure that you're making tons and tons of notes. Brandon, that said, I'm going to pass it over to you, my friend.
All right, guys, give me 30 seconds. Give me 30 seconds here. 1 second.
Okay. Right. So we'll keep covering from just while Brandon's getting ready to come on.
Okay. I'm here, guys. I just wanted to get out of the there. Yeah, so Alex will be put on here in just a second. But so I want to say that it was definitely a pleasure to meet a number of you at the convention. And I feel more excited about this team than I ever was before. I was already excited, but after actually meeting you in person and seeing what's with bringing you from and being able to utilize services that are going to help people make money, it's just really a powerful time. So came from the convention itself, be able to be on a call yesterday and found out that the month of February, so now we're in March, they got the final numbers. The month of February was the biggest month in company history. All right, now you're talking about 6.5 years. And a lot of times when you're in a company, the beginning part's the biggest, right? There's that initial excitement. We're 6.5 years in, almost 7 now, in fact. July 4th, which is Independence Day in the USA, will be 7 years for the company. And we just had our biggest month ever. And it's only going to get bigger. The goal, as a lot of you know, is 1,000 chairmen this year. In fact, there's people on the call right now who are going to hit chairman by Houston. Now, some of you don't care about going chairman. Well, that means you're going to be a successful trader using our stuff. And so it's just a really exciting time to be part of the company. I was just on the phone on a leadership call with Jason Brown. Jason Brown shared some things on there that I thought was really pivotal that I wanted to share with you real quick before we have Alex jump on. And that is the importance of promoting the different events that we do, including Zoom calls, because especially for those who are really wanting to build this, the Zoom calls and live events we do are extremely important because that's where you're actually leveraging somebody else's success to build your team so that you now have a story, which then builds you the credibility that you need. Now, in terms of trading, obviously any types of webinars or Zooms that we're doing on that, obviously you're wanting to create an obsession for knowledge. You want to become obsessed because all it takes is one idea to make money. All the time people say it takes money to make money. That's true, but I think it takes an idea to make money. You know, it says think and grow rich. Well, you can think all you want, but execution is actually what gets you rich, because people can think all day long about the law of attraction and I'm going to attract people to me and I'm attracting $20,000 checks in the mail. I'm attracting chairmen. The only thing you're going to attract is an eviction notice in your mailbox. We have to actually get out there and actually work. And that includes the trading part. And I want to tell you guys, make sure that you keep your attitudes and behaviors always positive and optimistic, no matter what the situation is. You're going to have days, you're even going to have weeks where you don't feel as confident. And that's just a part of the game. But if you stay close to the campfire and you keep improving yourself as a person and as a leader, I promise you that things will work out for you. Things will begin to turn in your favor. It's going to get better, because I did not make money for the first while when I got in this company. I was learning how to trade. It actually took me a while to actually figure out. Now, the system that we have today is far better than it ever was before. If you guys saw what we had compared to what we have right now, I mean, I came in, there was the harmonic scanner. They used to sell that for $3,500. So what we have today is far greater than anything we've ever had before, which means the opportunity for you guys to be successful is greater than it's ever been before. And so I want to encourage you, stay by the campfire, listen to what we teach you, because eventually it's going to happen for you. There's going to be days where maybe from time to time you almost feel like you want to quit. I don't think this trading is for me, right? Or I don't know if I can build this business because I've talked to 7 people and they're not interested. Well, guess what? When you keep going and you keep improving yourself and you become a better leader, which means you have more influence, things are going to get better and better and better. And the main message that I want to share with you guys today on my segment is that the events that we have, make sure you're promoting those and that you're attending as many of them as you can, because here I've been at this for 21 years now, pretty crazy. And for 21 years, I have been on all of these different calls that we've had. And I'm going to share my video here. Hold on. It makes a difference when you can actually see my own video. What's up, guys? By the way, Alex Morton's on, but I want to say real quick that for all these years, I've attended the events. I've been on the calls. I've been on the webinars. In fact, Alex Morton just had a call last night. I was not only doing the chairman call, but I was on Alex Morton's call. And so always be attending the calls and use those as a tool to build your business. Because again, you are leveraging somebody else's success so that you can create your own success, so that you now have a story to tell. So now all of a sudden you become that person that has the credibility. And how did you do it? You leverage the success of other people, whether it was their trading, whether it was the business side, or whether it was both. And now you are able to go out and you're able to do that exact same thing. So with that, Roger, I'm going to turn it back to you. Alex is on IML, or I am official on the thing there. If you want to add him as a host, guys. Alex is somebody who I'm extremely grateful for. In fact, the company would not be where it's at today if it were not for Alex Morton. He's done so many amazing things to help us grow and build that belief. He's done literally hundreds upon hundreds of events all over the world, all to help us. In fact, he's going to be coming to a country near you very shortly. And Alex is just somebody who, his energy and his passion is contagious. I'm grateful for him. So Roger, I'll turn it over to you to make him a host.
Okay, that's perfect. So Alex,
we're good.
As you as host.
Yep. What's up, Roger? How are you, man?
I'm very good. Thank you. Yourself?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm over here. I'm a little hyped up. I've been doing a bunch of calls today. I'm drinking an energy drink, so I'm going to try to calm myself down a little bit here, but I'm probably going to get a little excited. But there's Miami. So
now, Alex, hold on a second. Yeah, I saw that you had a bang. I forewent the bang today, and I got myself amino energy.
Okay.
I said, you know what, man, that 300 milligrams of caffeine, it's been getting me too hyped. So I got amino energy today. And you know what?
That's good.
It's 100 milligrams of caffeine, but I'm glad to see you all pumped up, brother.
Yeah, I know. I shouldn't be drinking too much caffeine, but, you know, it's Monday. We got to start this week off the right way. But you guys, I want to say first off, grateful for you guys to being here. It's definitely a blessing. You guys get to learn from Brandon Boyd as much as you do. The guy's he's just a beast. He's an animal. The guy never stops. He just every area of his life, you know, he definitely motivates me on a physical and health standpoint to keep my butt, you know, in shape. But I want to spend some time today talking a little bit about success and, you know, really just hopefully give you guys a little bit insight on how to just do more. I mean, everybody on this call, you know, I'm assuming you have a desire in your heart, you know, for chairman. You have a desire maybe to become a 6-figure trader or a 7-figure trader. I see some familiar faces on here. I see Simon Brooks. Mr. Brooks is on here. What's going on, my man? So you guys are in the UK. We just had an amazing event over in London. I'm sure most of you were at that event. I think it was 7,600 people that were there. My Europe tour is going to be July and August. I don't have the official dates yet. I got to still do US and Canada and Mexico and Central America, but then I'm coming out to Europe and I'm excited about Europe. Europe's one of my favorite places to go. It could be my favorite place, honestly. Europe is an amazing place to be and build businesses. But you know, when it comes to success, I think the first thing we always have to do and really continually do is to continually define what success is and what it means to you, because we live in a world now where, you know, a lot of people try to tell you and me what success means. Maybe it's a house, maybe it's a car, maybe it's different types of clothing, maybe it's a certain amount of money. But what I've learned, you know, in my 9 years in this industry is that success is different depending on, you know, who you're talking to. So number one, define what success is to you. And then number two, you know, some of this information you've heard before, but you need to continually hear it over and over and over again, because the information never changes, right? And the information never changes. The blueprints never change. The way to become successful really never changes. It's just you becoming better at doing, you know, the things. It's you becoming more disciplined. It's you becoming more consistent. So number one is defining what success is to you. Number two is now setting a concrete goal. You know, I had a mentor tell me, if you don't write it down and you don't put a deadline on it, it's merely a wish. I want to be Chairman 10. I want to be Platinum 5,000. I want to become a millionaire, right? But you gotta get crystal clear on the things you desire, because, you know, you could say, you know, Malcolm or David or Tracy or Angela or Anjum or Bruno or Paul, you could easily say, I want more money. And Brandon Boyd could give you $1, and that's more money. You understand what I'm saying? You got to get specific. You got to get laser specific focus on exactly what it is you desire, because the universe will give you what you want when you ask the right way. So number one, define what success is to you. Number two, set some concrete goals. Listen, I'm not the best prospector, presenter, promoter. I'm not the best leader. I make mistakes all of the time, you know, but at 30 years old, I'm telling you right now on this call what I have done, you know, to earn $30 million at 30 years old. And I only talk about money because money makes people pay attention, right? So you define what success is, number one. Number two, you set a concrete goal, okay? And number three is you have to lock in to somebody that knows what they're talking about. So maybe for some of you on this call, that somebody is Mr. Brooks. Maybe for some of you on this call, it's Paul Turner. Maybe it's Mike Martin. You know, for a lot of you, it's probably, you know, Brandon Boyd. You need to lock in to a mentor. You need to lock into a group of people that know exactly what it is they're talking about. And the only way to know what they're talking about is by their results. My mentor, Bob Proctor, said, results always tell the truth. The people I listen to, one being Bob, one being Chris Terry, one being Grant Cardone, these individuals I know for a fact know what it is they are talking about. So not only do you have to lock into a mentor, you also need to lock in to changing things in your life, right? Jim Rohn said, for things to change, you've got to change. So what does that mean? Well, for some of you, that means you need to eliminate some distractions in your life and spend more time on I Am Academy. Some of you, that means you need to eliminate some of the friends, the negative friends in your life that think you're crazy for doing this business, that, you know, talk bad about network marketing, talk bad about trading. You need to get away from them and get around the winners, get around the P5000s, get around, you know, the Chairman 50. Spend more time with people that are making a difference in the lives of other people. So you define what success is. You set concrete, specific goals, okay? You lock into a mentor. You lock into a few mentors, and now you do what it is they tell you to do. Like, I can get on here, like last night on last night's call, I said, you got to talk to 5 new people a day, right? I say the same thing to you that I said last night in Bogota, Colombia, but some of you say, okay, talk to 5 new people a day, but tomorrow you're going to talk to 3, and then you're going to wonder why you're not rank advancing in the company. I didn't say talk to 3. I said talk to 5, right? I'm just telling you what worked for me. I'm not telling you what to do. Brandon Boyd's not your manager. I'm not your boss. We are your friends, okay? And if we can teach you something, we can be mentors. That's it. So you need to, when Brandon says, hey, 5 to 6 nights a week, do presentations on Zoom, do presentations in person in living rooms, do presentations in hotel rooms, do presentations in coffee shops, just do presentations. It doesn't matter where you're doing the presentation, just do the presentation. Then you got to actually be committed and do the presentation. Okay, so I'm giving you the formula right now. Define what success is to you, set some concrete goals, lock into a mentor, lock in with the idea that you need to change to get better, okay? And then you need to also commit to the necessary actions you need to take every day for success. So for me, you know, I know we have limited time on this call. It's the three things. It's the three P's I talk about all the time. It's prospecting, it's presenting, and it's promoting. Prospecting, 5 new people a day. Presenting, 5 to 6 times a week. And promoting the big destination events. Houston, Texas is coming up in September. Have you bought a ticket yet? Do you have your airline flight yet? Do you have your hotel room booked yet? Are you promoting Houston, Texas? Are you promoting the launch of our e-commerce, you know, leg of this company? Are you promoting the fact that Bob Proctor is most likely going to be speaking in Houston, Texas again to train the field of this company to elevate to all new heights? So every day you're prospecting, every day you're presenting, every day you're promoting. Another thing that I do every day, another thing Brandon Boyd does every single day is we do personal development. I'm in my office over here. These are just some of my books: Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill, The Art of Living by Bob Proctor. Okay, you're going to find a lot of Proctor in here. Obviously, that's my guy. ABCs of Success, Bob Proctor. Okay, my boy Grant Cardone. I love the title, Be Obsessed or Be Average. So I'm reading books every single day. Okay, I'm not saying, oh my gosh, Alex says we have to read a book a day. I'm not saying that. Can you read 10 minutes a day? Can you read a chapter a day to grow your mind, to elevate your consciousness, to elevate, you know, your levels of awareness, right? And if I'm not reading, I'm listening on YouTube for free, right? The Bob Proctors, the Les Browns, the Tony Robbins, the Zig Ziglars. It never gets old for me because here's the thing. You could read Think and Grow Rich every single day, and every time you read it, it's going to be different because you're different every time you read it. I hope you caught that. So you can read the same book 50 times, and you're going to get something new 50 different times because you're a different person experiencing life on a different level of awareness every time you read that book. You understand? So personal development, right? What does your personal development regimen look like every single day, right? You're reading every day. You're listening every day. You're watching videos every single day, because the more you grow, the better you get, and the better you get, the more production you're going to do. The more production you do, the more people you're going to help. And that's the overarching goal, is how many lives can we improve and change for the better? That is what Brandon is focused on. That is what I am focused on. That is what Paul Turner and Mike Martin and Mr. Brooks are all focused on. It's changing the lives of people for the better, because we know that we don't work for money. We work for satisfaction. We provide value for money. And the only way you can provide value, which in turn makes you more money, is by providing more service. In order to provide more service, you got to be developing yourself, okay, at a very rapid rate. So I would say all the things I just talked about are very, very important, but I believe that success really comes down, you know, to 2 things. It's about being disciplined, and it's about being consistent. The best leaders, in my opinion, are the most consistent leaders. They're doing something every day to build their business. You can't just talk to 50 people today and then do nothing for the next 10 days. You have to get momentum going in your business. Momentum is a leader's best friend, and you only gain momentum by being consistent. So that's why we say talk to 5 people a day. That's why we say do 5 to 6 meetings every single week, right? That's why we say promote the big events as much as you can, after every 3-way call, after every Zoom presentation, after every weekly meeting. That's why we say read your goals every day. That's why we say create vision boards. You know, the place I'm living in Miami, you guys, you know, I saw this place. It was on my wall. This place was on my wall when I was living in Arizona as a college kid, you know, making a couple $1,000s a month. I saw an $8 million condo. I saw a Rolls Royce. I saw the life I wanted to create and the life I wanted to live way before it happened, because everything is first created in the mind. So you have to build the image of exactly what you want. Okay, so tonight before you go to bed over there in the UK, I want you to lay down, I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to visualize yourself in Houston, Texas, in front of 20,000 people. at Chairman 10, at Chairman 25, at Chairman 50, at Chairman 1, okay? Because I promise you that it is all possible. All this right here is all way before it happened in the physical world. And every single one of you can do the same thing. The Brandon Boyds of the world, the Jason Browns of the world, the Mike Martins, the Paul Turners, the Brooks family, right? All of these great individuals, guess what? They're no different than you. They're no different than me. We are all the exact same. You've just got to tap in to who you really are. And who you are is great. You're already chairman. You're already a champion. You're already inspiring people all over the world. You've just got to follow the rules. And one more time, it's defining success. It's setting clear goals. It's locking into a mentor. It's locking in to changing your actions, okay, to mirror those actions of the person you want to become the most, right, in this company, your mentor, your mentors, right? And then it's being consistent and it's being disciplined, okay, for a period of time, all right? It took me 6 months to get to $400 a month in income. It took me 6 months to get to $400 a month in residual income in network marketing, all right? I'm sure when Brandon got started, he wasn't a millionaire in his first 45 days in the business. You have to go through the pain. You have to go through the no's, right? They say there's no testimony without overcoming tests over and over and over again. So guys, I'm excited about this company. You know, I'm just going to share some stuff with you today. At the closing end of the day today, okay, it's Monday, so everyone's closing their ranks today. We're going to be at the highest volume, okay, the highest volume we've been at as a company, I believe, in the last 6 to 7 months. So that means, what does that mean? Well, that means numbers are going through the roof. That means people are making money trading. That means our company is soaring and it's excelling and we're attracting leaders. We're breaking Chairman 10s all over the place. We're going to have a brand new Chairman 25 in Canada by the end of the month. We're going to have a brand new Chairman 100 in America by the end of the month, right? There are so many amazing things happening in this company. You've got to become aware of how blessed you and me and we are to be here, to be aligned with Christopher Terry and Isis Delatory. Number 2, we must accept full responsibility for our results and our actions. Number 3, we must know we can make the necessary alterations. We can make the necessary changes, okay, in our life, in our habits, in our thinking to get to the next level. All right, so guys, I'm excited and fired up and pumped up. I got another call starting in 7 minutes, and I got to go in there and eat my lunch real quick and then get on that call. But I got to say, I'm so grateful, you know, for you guys, everybody on the line, Simon, Angela, Anjum, Austin, Boothie, Mr. Brandon Boyd, of course, Bruno, Cielo, David Lawton, David Oldfield, David Orchard, Dee Dee, Helen, all right, Ian, Kath, Luis, Malcolm, Meryl, Mijanu, Nick, Paul, Prebin, couple of different phones, Steve, Tammy, Tony, Tracy, Vicky, everybody else on the line. I appreciate you. I'm grateful for you, and I promise you, I was broke in college, and if I can go from where I was to now Chairman Elite in the greatest company on planet Earth, every single one of you can do it as well. But you have to ask yourself one question. If everybody in my team did what I did today, would I be growing or would I be dying? Because nothing ever stays the same. So you guys have an amazing rest of your day, and I'm going to pass it back, I believe, to Mr. Roger Garth, and I'm excited to come to the UK in July, in August. So God bless. Go out there and change some lives. See you guys.
Thanks for that, Alex. Much appreciated.
You got
okay. So Simon, you can say something?
I was going to say that guy's got some energy. I don't give a toss what you're drinking, how you're drinking, or whatever, but he's got some energy. But there again, he is half my age. So that does help.
Yeah, to be fair, most of us are younger, to be fair.
Yeah, well, yeah, a lot younger, yeah. But this company is going places. Obviously, today is Monday. Tomorrow, we've got a very, very special call. and that's going to be the one with the DeLorean, which is going to help a lot of you, even if you want to start with like 2 or 3 pounds or whatever, to recap and regroup and everything else. That is going to be a really, really specific call to be on. They're the people that I've been inviting. I've got a whole list of like 20, 30 people that I've got on the list. So, and I'm just inviting. I'm finding different techniques to actually find people, get people, interest people. But what I'm doing is the people that I'm getting on the call, inviting on the call, I'm saying, get your contacts on the call. Because I know that we've got an unlimited number and there will be hundreds and hundreds on the call. I'm saying to all my contacts, do yourself a favor, get as many people of your contacts on the call because it will benefit you. Let's say if they just want to get involved and just do the trading, the benefit is with these experts, they know their stuff. But they will still need to pay subscription unless they find their 2. So might as well get people inviting 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of their friends onto the call. And if they think it's good, their friends think it's good, bingo, they got it covered. That will save them $175 every month. Every month. Anyway, Roger, back to you.
Yeah, I have to say, guys, the call that we're going to do tomorrow, Simon and I had a Zoom meeting with these guys last Friday. And we know that today's been a shocker. Today's been bad news in the markets all around the world, stock markets, doom and gloom. Despite what everyone said at the beginning of the day, the world did not come to an end. And we are in such an incredible position to capitalize on everything that's happened today, starting tomorrow. What you really do need to do is get everyone possible onto tomorrow night's call. As Simon said, get your team, excuse me, get your team on, get your prospects on, and get your prospects' friends on. And if you've got your prospects on with their friends on, when they see the presentation that's going to happen tomorrow, and we've already seen it, we know how good it is. When their friends, excuse me, even if they're not 100% sold on it, when their friends are blown away with it, their friends decide they want to join, those guys will come along with them as well. And our teams will take a phenomenal growth. But our teams will take a phenomenal growth with the support of 3 absolutely awesome traders, people that Simon and I saw in London, Tony, a bunch of these guys all saw them in London a couple of weeks ago. They are absolutely top notch. So get everybody on that call tomorrow night. For now, I think that's the whole focus for the next 24 hours. Just get everybody on the call. It will start at 8 p.m. tomorrow night, not 7 p.m., 8 p.m. tomorrow night. So we'll see you all then. So until then.
Catch you later, guys.
All right, guys. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.